Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ito po ulit ang inyong lingkod at inyong laangkawal, Captain Mark Lester Katunggal, Philippine Army Reserve. And for this video, we will talk about the third part of the three-part video that I have shared to you. You can find it on my channel, and you can also check the description area below para sa ating part 1 at saka sa ating part 2. Now, this video again is part of the discussions that I have provided regarding the question, paano maging isang reservist. The first video, we talked about, we answered the question kung paano maging isang reservist kung kayo ay ROTC program graduates na. Yung second video naman, we answered the question, paano maging isang reservist kung kayo ay non-ROTC program graduates. And for this video, I will specifically talk about paano maging isang reservist kung kayo ay licensed professional. Ibig sabihin, you possess a license given by PRC, or you pass your board exam, or you are a CSC eligibility passer or holder. No? Eligible kayo doon sa examination na binigay ng Civil Service Commission. So if you like the video po, you can subscribe to my channel or hit the notification bell para sa ating future videos. Okay, so kung PRC license holder po tayo o CSC eligibility passer, qualified po tayo na maging isang commissioned officer. When joining the Reserve Force, you can join as member of the enlisted personnel, or you can either join to become a commissioned officer. Yung commissioned officer po is what we normally call mga opisyal. So when you join the Reserve Force as a commissioned officer, ang requirement doon is we must possess a PRC license, or we must be able to acquire CSC eligibility. So if you have any of those, if you pass any of those qualifications, then you can join the Reserve Force as a commissioned officer. So pag sinabing commissioned officer, ang ranks po natin start from second lieutenant to pataas, no? General, no? Ngayon, ano bang pinagkaiba ng commissioned officer sa enlisted personnel? Yung enlisted personnel, they execute the instructions of an officer. So yung mga commissioned officer, they lead a battalion or a brigade doon sa ating reserve force. So if you have those qualifications, then baka qualified po tayo na mag-apply bilang isang commissioned officer doon sa ating branch of service na ating gusto pasukin. Okay, so aside from the license that I was talking about, other requirements also include the following. Unang-una, pinaka-importante as well, we must be ROTC graduates. Pangalawa, yung age natin dapat 21 years old. So ibig sabihin, for example, you are 19 years old and you possess PRC license, you will be advised to wait, no, for a little bit until you reach 21 years old. Pangatlo po is yung ating years of service or length of service, kasi they also require it. They also use it as one of the elements for you to be considered a commissioned officer. So syempre, the older you are, and of course, the longer you have been serving your respective jobs, kasi ang mga commissioned officers, they usually come from various disciplines. They usually come from various professions. So may mga teachers, may mga engineers, may mga accountants, and etc. No? Kasi nga, they are licensed professionals. They are professional workers. So meaning they have daily jobs, regular daily jobs. No? And then, in the name of patriotism and volunteerism, then you can join the Reserve Force of the Philippine Army, Philippine Air Force, or Philippine Navy through your profession. Ibig sabihin, you will use your PRC license as your ticket to joining the Reserve Force of any of the branch of services of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, syempre, we also consider the age. So, dapat 21 years old at least. And then also your years of service. So the longer you have been serving your respective jobs, more so na gagamitin ng AFP yon in determining your respective ranks. So of course, for example, you are a licensed professional, you are a master's degree holder, then it can help us din po bear or get a higher rank. So if you are a commissioned officer, you start from the second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel, and pataas. Depende po sa ating qualifications. So yung commissioned officers, they act as leaders, no? And then they will manage, no? Be part of a brigade or battalion as leaders. Yung mga enlisted personnel naman, they execute the instructions, no, of the leaders. So this is how we distinguish commissioned officers and enlisted personnel, no? Pero klaro ko lang, personally, rank should not matter. We coexist, and we are equally important in carrying out the very existence of the armed forces of the Philippines, or of the branch of service that we are representing. So again, if you happen to possess a PRC license or CSC eligibility, then we are qualified po of joining the Reserve Force as a commissioned officer. Ngayon, here are the questions. Paano kung ikaw ay licensed professional, wala kang hindi ka ROTC program graduate? Ang ginagawa po ng iba, they specifically enroll ROTC just to satisfy that requirement. Okay? Kasi kailangan po siya as a requirement. Okay? Another very important thing that we have to remember is, for example, your degree has a board examination. For example, your degree is Bachelor of Secondary Education. So, may examination yon. Ang tawag natin dyan ngayon sa PRC, BLET or Board Licensure Examination for Professional Teachers. Dati, it is called LET or Licensure Examination for Teachers. Now, if you did not take your board exam and you use CSC eligibility as an alternative, hindi siya pwede. Kasi yung degree na ginamit natin, sasabit natin, of course, we will have to submit our credentials like our transcript of records, board exam, my board exam kasi yung degree. So, we cannot use CSC eligibility as an alternative because we did not take board exam. Kailangan po na licensed professional tayo according to our board examination. Now, in other cases, na yung ating degree ay walang board examination, kagaya ng Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, we can use CSC eligibility kasi they are not required naman to take a board licensure examination for professional teachers. Kasi nga, hindi siya board exam na degree. Wala siyang board exam na degree. So, in those cases, pwede na gamitin nating CSC eligibility yung ating license or eligibility natin gagamitin as our one of our requirements na isasubmit natin as soon as we apply for AFP commissionship. So, ang tawag po natin doon is AFP commissionship. Now, yung ating mga documents will be sent to Arescom in Tanza, Cavite. So, this is for the Philippine Army, no? After that, your documents will be sent to further other offices, no, for signing, and then eventually it will be sent to the Department of Defense, and then eventually the Office of the President. As soon as the Office of the President will be able to sign it, then donning of ranks na po. Okay? And then you will become a commissioned officer of the Philippine Army or any branch of services po, and then eventually serve your country as a leader, no, doon sa ating kanya-kanyang Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion. So again, if you are a licensed professional, pwede po mag-join sa ating Reserve Force bilang isang opisyal o commission officer. Lagi na po natin tandaan, kailangan unang-una when we join the Reserve Force, volunteerism po yun, walang sweldo. So the inspiration and motivation why we join it is supposed to be genuine. Kasi wala po siyang sahod. So if you truly want to share your expertise, your skills, kailangan po natin yan, information technology, mga engineers, especially mga medical professionals. From what I learned, yung mga medical professionals natin, doon sila sa AFP Rescom. So, reservist sila sa Rescom, hindi sa Arescom. But anyway, you can join or you can approach our Community Defense Center naman or mga RCDGs natin, Regional Community Defense Group natin, they will be able to assist us naman for our inquiries. So yun lamang po. If you find this information valuable, you can share it to the others. And for any questions, you can comment it on the comment section, and hopefully I was able to provide you helpful information about this matter, about this topic. Again, ito po yung lingkod, ang inyong laangkawal, Captain Mark Lester Katunggal, Philippine Army Reserve. Ingat po tayong lahat, and I'll see you around for our next video.